Let me start with something uncomfortable. Most of us believe we'll only be great if we do something extraordinary, something no one has ever done before. Do you believe this? If so, that's a trap, because greatness doesn't come from being flashy. It comes from understanding something simple, deeply. I'm going to bring two films which you must have seen, and that blown your mind. Interstellar, Parasite. Two films changed how you see the world. One explodes your mind with black holes, time dilation, wormholes. The other, just a poor family entering a rich house. Now look at Interstellar's narrative features, intense emotional highs and lows. A graph visualizing the ups and downs based on key acts and scenes. Parasite's plot masterfully builds tension through class deception, escalating from clever cons to violent chaos. While Interstellar is often considered the most complex film, this graph illustrates the varying levels of complexity of both films. One looks complex, right? One looks simple. But here's the hidden truth. Both required the same level of genius and effort. Christopher Nolan wrestled with astrophysics. Bong Joon-ho dissected human psychology. Different surfaces, same depth. And that's where our thinking breaks. We usually assume intriguing seems too hard and simple seems too easy, but that's an illusion. Think about a conversation. It sounds simple, just talk. But a meaningful conversation? Tone control, emotional awareness, timing, listening more than speaking. Years of social learning behind a simple sentence? Don't forget that. But we always consume outcomes. We ignore the hidden machinery. Once psychologist Daniel Kahneman explains this through cognitive bias. Our brain highlights the peak moments and forgets the grind. For example, when you wake up, the first thought that crosses your mind is comparing you with your excellent friend or coworker in your work. That's the peak of your day. Eventually that ruins your day. We ignore ourselves first, so we chase spectacle. We chase extraordinary things. And we ignore simple things that actually build greatness. Carl Sagan, the famous planetary scientist, once said, "We fight wars over borders, gods, pride, on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. We're rushing, competing, hoarding status on a pale blue dot. Our logic fails at quantum scales. Our pride collapses at cosmic scale." But here's the twist. Realizing how small we are doesn't shrink us. It widens us. Take a pause, guys. Think about it again. Realizing how small we are doesn't shrink us. It widens us. Do you feel anything positively? If you, please contemplate the vastness of this world, because studies suggest that contemplating cosmic vastness reduces ego and increases empathy. That's a blind truth. Me too, living's a peaceful life after contemplating the vastness and how small we are. When you do that, kindness becomes logical, not moral. So maybe the problem isn't that we aren't extraordinary. Maybe the problem is we undervalue the simple. Kindness looks simple. Patience looks simple. Consistency looks simple. But they require strength, energy, brains, patience. The same ingredients Nolan used. The same ingredients Bong used. The same ingredients you use when you build anything meaningful. Think about it next time when you do anything good. Now come to our film. These two films are the best instance to tell you. Try to understand the simple and master the simple. Both change perception. That's power. So here's the real question. Why are we rushing to be extraordinary when we haven't mastered the simple? Why chase fame before mastering clarity? Why compete on a speck of dust? Maybe true greatness isn't invention. Maybe it's perspective. And maybe kindness is the most underrated, extraordinary act in existence. See you in my next video.